Come on, man.
It's
All right.
crazy,
Oh, what's
man.
up? Okay, Savage EB. Okay, we got somebody else up here too.
Savvy.
All right. So we in a meeting with the young talking about. Come on up. We about to have some fun. We about to do a quick hit. Let me
My girl, what's
before I
your
go
at, man?
big box. Yes, the race supposed to be coming. She said she was coming. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
good
Look,
with my man? What people's
just
at, man?
what's going on, Savvy? What's going on?
Hey y'all, I just got here. I was trying to see what the conversation was about before I
We
boxed
ain't even
up, but
We
you
just
we
started
threw
ain't
the
me
even
in.
we ain't
conversation.
even started. I ain't
He
even told them the topic yet. I ain't even told
he
them the
tagged
topic.
me in with no warning. He was like, boom, oh
Yeah.
my god.
This
He good,
no,
hey,
this see
hey,
that's
Miss
the
Sad,
thing,
he
Getting
right?
good at that.
drafted.
He
This the
real
thing,
good at
right?
that.
This hot topics. You know what I'm saying? This hot topics. So it's
Well,
like
y'all know what the hottest topic is right now. Come on, we
no
ain't
no
living under a rock. Come on
no
now.
no no no. I'm talking about like no, not like hot topics. Like I pick certain subjects and I make them hot topics and we do a quick pause. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay, I get it now.
You know what I'm saying? So all right, look, the
Alexa,
topic
stop.
the topic is urban myths about the younger generation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the topic. All right, let me go big box. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. First topic. You know what I'm saying? Technology addiction. We're going to talk about whether today's youth are genuinely addicted to their devices and the internet or if its perception is exaggerated.
Damn.
I
Damn,
don't
You
that's
even know
don't
how
all
to
I
have
can
to
say
be.
it.
say.
I ain't even go. Hey, look, Marcus. I was gonna use your shit, but I don't even know how to say it right. That. I don't even know how to say that shit right, bro. I'm gonna leave that to
But
you. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Like I say, we
That
gonna have
shit
fun. That's
crazy.
how I say. You know what I'm saying? I got hot topic type shit. You know what I'm saying? So what you think about this? How you feel about this, Dad? In today's generation of the myths, is this accurate? Are they? You know what I'm saying? Are
You
they?
know, I have a Zennial in my house. He's 20 and he's definitely addicted. Like, if you take his cell phone from him, he acts like you done removed his right, left foot tooth, like he done had a lobotomy. Like, he can't function without it. He literally cannot function without it. He can't. I don't know what you're talking about. That's him in the background. Mm-hmm.
Yo, yo came out of nowhere. Like, oh, what you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's him speaking on his own generation for himself. So,
Okay, all right. Well, I see. Look, we gonna start from the bottom since you went first. You know what I'm saying? We see Wash. We see there goes Saray. All right, hold up. All right, we'll go back.
Nigga,
We get
Sheree,
Saray.
man.
We had
Sheree, man.
since Savvy already went. You know what I'm saying? We'll go down to Saray, then we'll go to Wash, and then we'll work our way up. You know
Got
what I'm saying?
Sheree and Day up here, man.
Yeah, what you talking about? Those my babies. They gonna always be up here.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what
You know
I'm
what
saying?
I
They gonna
mean? That's
always.
cool shit.
All right. So look, a Saray. So the topic, so the discussion. Oh, all right. Hold up.
What you done did, Marcus, yo? What you did, bro?
I ain't did shit. It was but you know what I'm saying? We talking about urban myths about the young generation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the topic for the day. So the first joint is technology addiction. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about today's youth. Are they genuinely addicted to their devices and the internet, or is the perception of it over exaggerated? You know what I'm saying? So it's on you right now.
Can y'all hear me good?
Hell yeah.
All right, good. So say that again. I was connecting my earpiece. What's up,
On.
Dave?
So the
What's
all
up,
right.
Savvy? I ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah. So the first topic, you know what I'm saying, is technology addiction. We're gonna discuss whether today's youth are genuinely addicted to their devices and the internet, or if this perception is over exaggerated. You know. So how
Nah, they
you feel
test
about
tube babies. They definitely addicted to that shit. Like,
That's two babies.
it? I mean the truth is the truth, right? You know what I'm saying?
it is what it is. Like we're a generation that grew up with having to learn for ourselves. We were on adventures growing up. You know what I'm saying? Our parents
Oh
say go outside. They didn't know where the hell we was at, but we were surviving.
that
Literally,
part.
somebody almost died. But we had to patch them up with mud and leaves and shit before we get home because we couldn't let the parents know somebody done got hurt or they won't let us outside again. You know what I'm saying? So
This motherfucker said
we
mud and leaves.
y'all ain't never did that in the creek? Ah, shit.
Aboriginal as hell.
It goes down. You ain't trying to get in trouble because you want to go outside the next day. You feel me? So, and then, this new generation, and I was guilty for it for a little bit and I cut it out when my daughter's 24 now. But back then, you work so much, they got us overworking, no mental break, no time. And we just put gadgets in their hands. Y'all remember when, what's that game? Fortnite came out and it hit the news how these kids was nutting up because you took the game away? They was spazzing. Yeah. Test tube babies. We screwed. That's what's going to wipe our asses when we get old. That's what we got. They not even going to wipe it. That's the sad part.
No, they're going to develop some type of technology because they can't even wipe their own yet. So they ain't going to wipe ours.
That part right there. That part right there. So yeah, it's not exaggerated.
You gotta wipe your
It's
ass.
not exaggerated at all. They're addicted to these games and technology and just soft as hell.
Okay, that's what's up.
Oh, you say something
Wash.
like that. That shit great.
Wash, what you got for me, brother?
Yeah, I'm over here looking up the therapeutic effect of mud and leaf patches for wounds right now.
Oh,
Look, I'm alive, okay?
Man, they go
Just
hand
know
in
that
hand, bro.
I'm alive. I
I'm
made
still
it,
alive.
okay? Right.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
You know,
We used to tell everybody to shut up. If you started crying, we tell you, shut up. You're going to get us all in
Shut
trouble.
up.
We going to
Yeah,
all have to
that's
go
true.
inside. Shut up, stop crying.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I grew up the same way. When they tell you to go outside, you take your ass outside. You don't come back until street light come on. Like we would have been in a whole nother city on our bike.
Absolutely.
Shit, we gotta leave
about
us
it,
some
bro.
time trying to get back, cause some tracks. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
about it, bro.
Man, but honestly, just with this generation, I think it has its benefits. If it's maintained properly, I really, really do. Like for instance, my son, he wants to go into programming and gaming. So I feel like if that's something that you truly want to do, then let's go about it the right way. He wants to do a YouTube channel, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to support him in that if that's something that he wants to do. Granted, like how I grew up playing sports my whole entire life, I didn't want my son to have to feel like he had to live up to the things I did athletically. So if you want to play sports, we playing fucking sports. But if you want to get into something else, then let me get you in the right mindset of how you can actually use that to benefit you in the long run. So I see how technology can have its benefits, but also, and I guess in a certain sense too, whenever we were younger, TV did kind of raise us. Martin, Jamie Foxx show, all them Fraggle Rock, the Bozo the Clown show. That shit, all that shit raised us because if mama cooking and we can't go outside, then shit, we in front of the TV playing the Nintendo or something. But I'm not gonna let my kid. I'm not gonna let technology raise my child. But at the same time, let's use it for a functional situation.
But the TV programming, just real quick, like you said, Fraggle Rock and those type of shows. We had Bruce Lee, we had westerns. The type of TV shows that was raising us still had substance and some type of guidance and educational, and it was, it just made sense. The type of programming that's going on right now is creating mush brain. So even the comparative of technology and what we had for programming was still way different. Our programming was on college education and education and morale and ethics and stuff like that. This and MacGyver, how to make shift stuff or whatever. Like we had stuff like that to use your brain. This shit ain't teaching you nothing.
Bill Nye the Science
Who's
Guy.
next? My fault.
Hey, have you ever heard the Black MacGyver show called Nigga Rig? I'm just playing.
Oh, look.
Sarai, you right. Because remember, when we were little, we were listening to Schoolhouse Rock. We were listening to Civics.
Thanks.
We were literally in like second, third, fourth grade. We were little kids learning about civics and branches of government. And they don't have that anymore unless, us oldsters are putting it on for, like, what, our grandkids now, Like,
right.
Look, the guy who pew Trump was 20. He's 20.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, if that doesn't show you where the mess we in, I don't know what else to say.
that's a fact. That's a fact. What's up, Bagger? What you got? Oh, my bad, Wash. You good?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, Bagger. What you got for me, bro?
What's up, y'all? Discuss whether today's youth are genuinely addicted to their devices and the internet. Absolutely, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they very addicted to it. They can't help it because, honestly, you know, a lot of parents, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, versus actually being creative and you know what I'm saying, giving their kids stuff to do, they just throw these iPads in front of them. They throw these devices in front of them to occupy them in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, you know, it's understandable. You know what I mean? I don't have kids, but I get it when you know, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, like that, cook or whatever, like that, clean. Occupy the kids. You know what I'm saying? You put stuff in front of them, you keep them occupied too. But I also feel like as well, you know, outside of the youth, I feel like we all addicted to these devices and internet, even myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I gotta force myself, bro, to be like, all right, put that shit down, man. Turn the phone off. You know what I'm saying? Like, even sometimes at night, you know, we sleep with our phone next to our head. Your brain is a computer, so you always connected. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really getting no rest like you need to be until you turn that motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in a lot of cases, even being at work or just, you know, enjoying family time, cats be picking up their phone versus embracing the current, you know what I'm saying, that's right in front of them, man. You know, so you can't even hear the current and be at peace. That's why I rock with what they be doing. You can't even be, because I do the same thing. I break away sometimes. Like, you can't even enjoy the current and hear life talk to you and the universe talk to you because you got this device in front of you all the time. So, yeah, I feel like the kids are very addicted, but we are as well. We all addicted to this shit beyond what we should be.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. Mike, what's going on? What's going on, man?
Man, I agree with Bagger. I have to force myself to put the damn phone down. My girl tells me, she's like, hey, you always in that damn phone. Put the phone down. Let the phone rest. You know what I'm saying? And the kids is the same way. But the kids gonna do what the parents do. Nowadays, these kids can't even tell time. You give them a clock on the wall, they can't even tell time.
Y'all seen that, y'all?
Yeah.
A word, man. I ain't know that. That shit crazy.
Yeah, they can't tell. They only tell digital time. They can't do analog. You give them a clock, they don't know the hour hand and the minute hand or nothing.
These kids don't even know Roman numerals.
Because it's not. Just think about it. They only going to tell you what they want you. Just think about like driving. I know like motherfuckers ain't got the parallel park no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But the
saying?
car does it for you.
I mean, I'm just saying for the test itself.
Yeah,
you don't.
in Maryland, the test, they don't have to parallel parking.
You know what I'm saying?
My son just told me he didn't have to parallel park for his test.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, well, that's what's up.
Man, I do that
What
shit
up?
just because I try to parallel park all the time. Just I can't lose this skill.
Yeah. You feel me? You feel me?
You be sweating.
That's
Balls
what's
are
up.
sweating before here trying to park.
Yeah. You got anything else for us, Mike?
Nah, I'm good, bro. You good.
All right. Mina, what you got?
What up? Okay, so while everybody was talking, right, I'm sitting here thinking about the topic, right, the question itself. And the only thing I can think about is like when I went to school, we had the overhead projectors. You know, we had the 20-pound books in our book bags. You had 3 or 4 at a time. You know, we had the chalkboards, and we, you know, some schools, you know, depending on funding and whatnot, they had the dry erase boards, right? So I feel like when we transitioned from the chalkboard to dry erase boards, like we upped the game. You know, like we was winning in life at that point, okay? And then it went to projectors, and it went to smart boards, it went to flat screen TVs, and you know, kids carrying around Chromebooks as their school books, and it's like,
Yes.
I just cannot,
Yes.
like, you know, these kids don't know what we went through. Like, my back still hurts to this day from carrying that heavy ass backpack. Because every day you had to carry that social studies and science book and that math book, God forbid that algebra book that nobody fucking passed, was carrying around that big ass, you know, shit in their bag.
Shit.
And overhead projector day, that was the fucking worst. Because I'm still trying to figure out the mathematical equation between the mirror, the light, and the I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. But like these kids don't know what that is. And so like when my kids were going to school, they're like, oh, we went to the smart board. What the hell is a smart board? Like I'm trying to learn with my kids in kindergarten. Like, what's a smart board? Oh, you go up there and you write on the board, but then it disappears. What? Wait, I'm so confused. But to go back to technology and cell phones and the internet, it is absolutely addicting. And you know what? I got 2 teenagers. My son's 12, my daughter's 14. But they're both fucking internet addicts. And you know what? I am too. It's like I'll sit down, I'll be watching TV, but I got my phone. I'm scrolling through TikTok and I'm liking videos and, you know, I'm texting somebody back all while focusing on the TV, right? But then every time I come home, I see my son and he's got his phone. He's playing a game on his phone while streaming a YouTube thing. You know, somebody else playing Fortnite or playing whatever game they're playing. And, you know, he's watching the streams of someone else doing it. And it's like, how the fuck? Why? You know, like you ain't paid no bills. You turn that shit off. Focus on one or the other, but you can't be doing both. But then I do the same thing. And it's like, how am I supposed to expect for him to do what I tell him to do when I ain't even capable of doing it? So technology, when we were growing up, we didn't have cell phones. Like everybody else mentioned, like we didn't have cell phones, like, and we survived. You know, we were down the street, around the corner. Someone said, what, in a whole other state. And your mom and dad didn't know. As long as you made it home by the time that street light came on, they didn't give a fuck where you was at.
Right.
Back then,
Could have been straight snatched up and didn't even know.
Man, as long as that kid never dropped you back off at 8 o'clock, they didn't give a fuck.
But you know what though? That's a good point though that y'all making in the sense of being like snatched up and stuff. Like yeah, you know, those sex offenders were out there back then. You know what I mean? But
the only way you found out.
But the time
way you
back
found
then.
out where somebody was at is by looking at the bikes on the street.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's
But
You
what
saw all
fact.
the bikes in front of someone's house. Oh yeah, that's where Christine and Jessica are because they're right
It's
there.
like a bike
There's the
club.
bikes.
It's like a bike club. Everybody had their bikes, you know, with the kickstand on.
That's a fact.
Right, but now it's not, and sometimes not even that. But like now you pinging each other's location and looking at check-ins on Snapchat and TikTok or Facebook.
I like what Coop is saying
that's
down here.
how
We
you
don't
know
even
now
have. He said, how many parents actually turn the TV off, put the phones down, and pick up a book and read as a family? Then I asked, well, how do you do that? He says, change your behavior and start better habits, which is mad true. Because on my live this morning, I was talking about how people not even paying attention that they're taking down libraries. How many, like nobody's paying attention that they're actually they're starting from the small towns before the bigger cities. Because a small town out here in Georgia and Vidalia, they took away the libraries. So where you gonna get your books from? Y'all better start racking up on them books and not audio and all that other crap. Get a book where you could turn some pages. That's where your truth is at. But do your kids? We used to know how to go to the library and search for a book. Y'all remember the Dewey Decimal System? Y'all remember the card catalog and all that other shit? They don't know how to look for that. They don't know what nonfiction, fiction, sci-fi. They don't know none of that shit. They'll be lost in that bitch. Like, so Coop, you made a valid point, yo. Like, I know it's hard. We all addicted because look at us now. We're online now. We got this camera in our face. But if you do have children or even yourself, because I even have a book called Self-Discipline. I read a chapter every morning while I'm at work. Because I get to work early. And it's like, start reading. If you don't have any kids or any little ones, start nurturing your mental. And if you do have little ones or children or teenagers, do for the both of y'all. Like, take a time out for real. Because y'all saw what happened Friday when they shut shit down. They shut shit down and they shut these phones off or signal off. What are you going to do?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
When you're reading books to them, remember those old books that we hated. Animal Farm, Fahrenheit 451, Lord of the Flies. You guys.
Well, 451 was it though, yeah.
We're living that. We are the Animal Farm. Okay, Lord of the Flies is here. Okay. I read those books in high school. I was fortunate. Okay. I will fully acknowledge my privilege. My parents sent me to private school. So I am the product of a private school education. My entire education kindergarten on up was in private school. And I realized that I have that privilege, right? I had access to an education that a lot of people didn't have. So I acknowledge that. And I look back at all those stories that I hated them. I thought they were so boring. The Telltale Heart, the Taming of the Shrew, all that mess. Moby Dick, 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I hated those stories. I was like, man, this is bunk. But now here I am, almost 40 years later, out of high school, and I'm like, oh my God, they tried to warn us.
That's how that should be though. But you know, you gotta live and you learn for real. Dave, what you got for me?
I think it is a problem. I think it is an addiction. Again, like y'all said, we have it too. Like, I don't have any kids, but my best friend has 5, and she has 3 teenagers. After school, after she get home from work, we sit down, no phones, and have a conversation about our day. Everybody has to talk about their day. I take the kids out to the woods with me. Like, they've been living here for a year, and they had never been out there until I came. So when I don't do the sit with days, when I'm not out there by myself, I take them out there.
That's what's up.
We also do no phone nights. If we having a movie night, the phones aren't allowed. Phones got to be in another room. You touch your phone, then you have to give up your snacks. That's the rule.
Dang, I know that's right. I ain't giving up them snacks.
Whatever your snacks are that you brought to the table,
I ain't giving that shit. I'm going on do not disturb.
That's right.
Coop has said about how to properly research. When the kids are talking about their day and things that they see on social media, if they bring that to me and my best friend, if you can't explain it and you can't prove it, you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
If you don't know, if you don't have all the information on it, you have to talk. You can't talk about it. I also tell them you can't use words that you can't define. If you don't know how to say the word, how to use the word, then don't use it to me. Like, for me, I use the technology because I know they're going to be on their phones. And I have a 13-year-old that is so invested and so stressed about the weight of the world at 13. So I have to make sure that he understands, because he is special needs, he is autistic, and I work with autistic kids. They do see the world differently. So you have to be able to explain it in a way that they understand, where they don't have to go look it up on a computer or a phone. So for me, like that, changing how they think and how they're able to freely think and not limit them to what they come across, I think that is very important, especially with them being in their phones all the time.
That's what's up.
Marcus, was you saving that box for somebody?
I mean, look, this the whole thing. I asked Coop to come up earlier before you came up. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay, because
saying?
I just invited him. He just said he'll come up in a minute.
Yeah, like
All
I
right.
wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was about to say we just chilling for real.
Okay.
You good, Dave? Okay. Like, look, at the end of the day, like, I ain't got a whole lot on the topic because everybody hit on what was needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody on the same page on this shit. If you of the age that you was around before things really became technical and, you know what I'm saying, and all that, then you already know how it was. Kids are at a disadvantage. We are at a disadvantage, but it's like that's how it was set up. You know? You know what I mean? So, you know, we already got past the first topic, you know what I'm saying? I still want to give everybody opportunity and introduce everybody on this thing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, I am Marcus for President. This is Or You Heard Me podcast, quick hits, man. You know what I'm saying? Starting from the bottom, we're going to work our way up. We have Saray, you know what I'm saying? Let the people know what's going on with you, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so of course I'm a fiber artist like you guys. Does it work on here too? Yes, I'm a
Right.
fiber artist, and I'm crocheting and working and building up my inventory and my product right now. I'm having a live tutorial on how to crochet on August 3rd at 6 p.m. I have that promo floating around, but right now I'm also promoting the Women's Mental Health Chat. My girl Lyrical Day at the top will be hosting. I'm not sure what time it starts. I'm assuming 9 o'clock, but I'm sure she'll give the details when she gets up here. But definitely all the women, if you're in here, come and join. It's a safe space. And just check in. You don't have to give your deepest, darkest. You just check in It's a safe space, especially what's going on in this time. You just want to be able to release. It's the first women's mental health check, so we'll be doing this, I think, once a month. I'm not sure. But like I said, my girl Lyrical, she'll have more details for you. She's the host. And yeah, that's what we got going on.
Okay. Next up, we got, you know what I mean, EBT Queen. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know what's up with you, what you got going on. Somebody please mute me. Somebody please mute me. I can't.
You know what? I have a lot going on my platform. I originally started my platform over a year ago because my profession is public social services. I've been in the profession for over 20 years, really. I've been at it for 19 years being a caseworker. So I'm your worker who issues the CalFresh. Well, I'm in California. So in other states, it might be called food stamps, SNAP, whatever. But that's what I do for a profession. And I also do Medicaid. But of course, we're in California, so we have to be special. We call it Medi-Cal. But I also deal with Medicare and the Affordable Care Act programs as well. I realized that there was so much hoopla out there on the streets. And my first post was accidentally controversial. And I blew up overnight. And I had over like 40-some thousand views because I found a creator on here and she made me so doggone mad because she was trying to charge people for the information. And I was like, what? And she was like promising people that she's going to get them into government housing and she's going to get them food stamps. And I was livid. So yeah. I'm an accidental content creator.
Okay, that's what's up. Though. That's what's up. So we're gonna go over the wall. Right. Yeah, we're gonna go to the wall. We gotta get everybody here. Wash, talk to the people, man. Let everybody know what you got going on, brother.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Ask your mom how I'm doing. This is my backup page. If y'all want to follow my main page, it's the Only Wash. That's where all my viral stuff is. Well, one of my viral videos is. I'm a nurse. Been a nurse for 5 years. I'm also a part of the Dad Gang coach. I mean, I do a little bit of everything, but I only started this TikTok to get Nike's attention because I wanted them to make me a pair of skates. And it was around COVID time. They didn't notice me, so it's okay. But I'm really still here. Right. I'm really just here to just really give people opportunity to see things from both sides of the spectrum. Hopefully open their minds up something different, look at things from a different perspective, because I think that's a little bit what we all need in this world, just to be able to, not really just react to our environment, but be able to just navigate those things properly so that way we aren't looking crazy in the long run, especially when we got other lives that we take care of. 3 kids from Louisiana. Shit, you heard me? That's it.
Man, hold up, yo. And we ain't gonna gloss over the fact you are part of the men's mental health group. You know what I'm saying? The chat, you know what I'm saying, podcast. We're not gonna gloss over that, brother. We're not gonna gloss over. We ain't gonna gloss over that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
I'm just happy to be here, man. That's all it really is. The fact that you even give me the opportunity to come and share some of my information that I've learned throughout the years, and because I know I'm old as dirt. Hey, man, I appreciate the opportunity.
That's what's up, yo. All right, so we got Bagger. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Bagger? Let me know what's going on, man. Let the people know what's up with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, good people? Just up here, new to TikTok, rocking with the fam, man. My TikTok is Mayor of Gotham, GOTHEM. I'm a broker, crypto investor, and I also do a lot of other stuff too as well. I'll be bringing some content up here once I grow on the platform, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I just get up here to build with the folk, you know what I'm saying? That's all.
You know what I'm saying? My man Mike, what's up with you, man? Talk to the people, yo. Let them know what you got going on. What's up? What's up, Kyle? We
I'm just an average man trying to make it, but I am an ASC certified mechanic. I'm working on getting a trade school to try to help guys coming out of prison get a trade.
Thanks.
Just one of them guys just trying to help somebody make it, man. Nobody helped me, but I'm trying to help somebody.
Shit, that's what's up, yo. A lot of niggas respect that, nigga.
Yeah.
Hold up, yo. My bad. Fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, next up, talking about we got, you know what I'm saying? What you got going on? What's up with it?
So my page has literally no, I don't know what you call it. Like, it's got no
Direction.
I don't have a niche. No direction. It's just, whatever I'm feeling. I post my day to day. If I'm up to it, I can go weeks without posting. It just, I'm just there. I'm not an influencer by any means of anything. I spend a lot of money on TikTok Shop, and I fucking shouldn't, because I'm not getting paid to like promote it or talk about it. So I don't really talk about it. I just buy the shit and wear it. But I'm a truck driver, so I be out there hitting them streets in the big trucks. Don't you pull up behind me, little bitch. You better keep going. Anyway, off topic. There was a cop behind me.
And she got road rage.
Andrew. Other than that, I mean, I'm I got 2 kiddos, and I work my ass off, and that's it. Like, ain't much to it.
Next up, the host of the Women's Mental Health Chat Podcast is Lyrical Dave.
So, like you already said, the Women's Mental Health Month is on the 24th. We don't have a time yet, but it's probably going to be earlier than 9 o'clock, just so people who want to go out and people who go to bed early. So we're probably going to make it earlier for the women's one. I'm going to start doing sipping paints. You can always go to my page if you want to listen to water. I do sit with days. I do them every couple of days, but I definitely do them every Sunday. My content is about mental health, healing, boundaries, and kink, safe kink, and anything in those realms. My inbox is always open. My inbox, just like the Women's Health panel, is a safe place. You can say whatever you want. You can say however you feel. You can just talk to yourself in my inbox. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hold up, my bad. I'm saying, man, y'all already know me, man. Y'all know what I'm doing, so we can go on to the next. You got the main on the I'm talking about. You heard me?
No,
you get this.
No.
Yeah.
Explain. Speak
you feel me? You feel me? Next up, let me see. Where do we start at? Is that the first one? Yeah, we started there. All right, bet. Boom. Next one. Oh yeah, this gonna be a good one, yo. This gonna be a real good one. Social media influence. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna explore the myth that social media is leading to a decline in face-to-face communication skills amongst young people. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna start from the top this time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with Dick. How you feel about it? Yeah, man. We holding the spot for somebody, yo. That's supposed to be on here, yo.
I mean, to an extent, I feel like I have this same problem as I come into understanding my own neurodivergence. I mean, I was born in the 90s, so I came up with Google. So I came up with chat rooms, AOL chat room, Yahoo Messenger. Like, I came up in that, and I was definitely very active because I was an inside kid.
Right.
I loved to read, so I was always in the house. I was looking up things. I loved to research things, so I was always on the computer. So I feel like my own social skills are the same as everybody else's, and I see that with especially COVID kids. The 4-year-old, before she went to daycare, she would not do social life at all. She didn't understand how to talk to people, nor did she like going around people. And it was less of her not liking their energy, like for me, versus her not feeling comfortable and safe to be face to face with people. A big thing that I do with my kids, you have to greet me every time you see me. If I haven't seen you all day, if I haven't seen you since last night, you have to say good morning. You have to say hello. You have to acknowledge that people are existing around you. And I'm very big on that. I'm very big on communicating. I have people who walk up to me on the street and start talking to me. And I feel like the energy that anybody around me, especially the children around me, the youth that are around me, I feel like they have that same, where people can just walk up to them and talk to them. And I want them to be able to communicate with them without being able to tell when they're being unsafe.
Right.
You get like that face-to-face is very important, especially with all of these kids getting snatched up. You got to be able to know somebody face-to-face, because behind that screen, it can be anything.
That's a fact. That is a fact. What you got, man?
I wasn't prepared. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
Hold
The
on.
social.
Oh, it absolutely is, because it's like the whole face-to-face communication. Like, we grew up thriving to have that face-to-face connection, and now it's you have FaceTime options, and you have texting and Snapchat, and it's like it's not original anymore. It's so. I want to say it's like almost a little more complex to like maintain a relationship. Like my ex, when we were together, like our communication stemmed from a Snapchat streak. As pitiful as it is, like our communication was literally, Snapchat streaks. So I mean, like, if we didn't like text, because he and I was never the type to like be on the phone, caked up for 3-4 hours a day, or like talk to ask, hey, what do you want for dinner? It was sent as a picture, and then what you want for dinner, or hey, did you eat today, or how's work? Like that was the
Right.
communication, but it took away from it lost the the personal connection that you gain by communicating on the phone. Like even doing these, TikTok lives, we're not getting personal with each other to that degree where it's like one-on-one conversations. This is very not intimate because everybody's hearing it. So like Marcus can't come back and say, well, we were on the phone for 6 hours today. No, motherfucker, we were on TikTok. That's different. That's not, it's not the same concept. So yeah. So I agree. Social media and technology in itself has completely taken away from the getting to know somebody and really communicating effectively and, really building proper relationships.
Okay. That's what's up. All right, we're gonna go to Mike, man. What you on? Yeah, I'm talking about. You're on.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start at. Everything is jacked up, bro. It don't matter. Technology, social media, everything. It just kind of it ruined the social skills. Nobody got social skills like that anymore. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, bro, you was outside playing and doing. Everybody had social skills. You talked to people because you had to.
Yeah.
I knew about the chat rooms, growing up and getting in junior high and high school and stuff. Chat rooms online, all that. Even the old dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Just I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I understand about what's going on, but that's just life is life right now. Everything is switching up. Are we gonna adapt? You get what I'm saying?
Only time I'm gonna tell that one, bro. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you. You know what I mean? But all right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Man, I
You know what
ain't
I'm saying?
doing that tiny tiny shit.
No, you ain't got it. You know what I mean? You feel me? You ain't got. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I got gifted some good stuff, so I'm just spreading the love and shit like from last night. You know what I mean? Well, how you feeling, Bagger? It's on you.
Social media has
It's on.
definitely led to the decline in face-to-face communication, man. Because it's like I'm still the type of guy, man, where I'll approach you at 7-Eleven or something. Somebody background or something. I don't know what that.
Oh, that's mine. That's mine.
I'm the type of guy that I'll approach you at 7-Eleven, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, talking about a woman or something like that, and talk to you, what I mean, try to get your number in advance or whatever like that. But it's like now these, people be so bashful and so timid in public the way it's like, it's like it's like I'm in a twilight zone sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the club and stuff, people come to me and they ask me, "You got an Instagram?" And I'm like, "No, I ain't got no Instagram." You know what I'm saying? It was like, "Oh, why you ain't got an Instagram?" I was like, "Cause I live life. I don't you know what I'm saying? I got a phone. You can call me or I can call you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes if you ask a lady for her number, you know what I mean? She ain't deflecting or nothing, but she be like, she got an Instagram or whatever like that. I get the number. The cats in the club, they get Instagrams, I get numbers. So it's like, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying, to me, because it's like, it's like I'm a extroverted type of dude. So that's just all I know how to be. You know what I'm saying? But to see how social media has really like closed people off to living their life, You know what I'm saying? Like, I got hella, I ain't trying to be cocky or nothing, but I got hella game. You know what I'm saying? But in somebody DMs or something like that, I'm gonna sound corny as hell because I don't know how to approach you or try to, get your number or get at you from social media. I don't know how to DM you and say the right words and shit like that. That shit corny to me. So I just think it has detached people from out of eye contact, you know what I'm saying, real genuineness, you know what I'm saying, in the conversation to where you can be able to see somebody's behaviors versus their words to tell if they're being real or not. You know what I'm saying? So social media has definitely fucked us up, you know what I'm saying, to a degree to where we can't even interact with each other in person. You know what I'm saying? I know probably y'all seen it. I used to have Facebook and Instagram and shit a while back. And it's like, hey, yo, we Facebook friends. I just saw you in Food Line and Walmart. You real friendly on, excuse me, you real friendly on Facebook and shit. You know what I'm saying? We like each other, shit, whatever like that. But in public, you quiet and bashful as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it really has messed a lot of us up. That's my take on it. Because it pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie, I hate to see how this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, even dudes, they'll follow a chick on Instagram, whatever like that, but you in the club, bro, all these women around you ain't approaching nobody, man. But you want to get on Instagram and shit like this shit just corny to me, bro. So.
And that's because people lost the ability to actually talk to people because they're so used to talking, being keyboard warriors. And that's the problem now. Nobody wants to, meet at a location and go to dinner or, whatever, because they all look at it as like, oh, you just want a free meal. It's beyond that. It's the connection that you build off of a face-to-face encounter compared to the connection you build behind a keyboard, because it's not genuine. It's not the same. It lacks the compassion and the personal that it's supposed to have. Keyboard gangster warriors, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I be telling people,
Twitter fingers.
if you want to get to know me, you're gonna have to take me out. Like, we can go sit in the park, do something free, but I can't do all our conversation through a text or through an app. We gonna have to meet in person. And like you said, Beggar, that shit do piss me off too. People see me in person and you message me on Instagram afterwards, like, hey, I just seen you. Why
that shit corny as hell.
you
That's
see me?
crazy.
Why'd you say something when you see me? That shit weird.
Right, why do you
I feel like I got a stalker. Like, that's weird.
Or I feel like everybody got their memes on. I look, yo, everything now like the social media shit, yo, like we were saying, like we're all here now. We all on this shit. Like we all become a slave to this shit. You know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form, But that's how it was meant to be programmed in us. That's why they started taking away our options. You gotta think they take away the options and they only give you one choice. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what's happening when people want to take over shit. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta dig for the motherfucking truth. Well, you gotta know somebody. Like, there's gonna become a time where we're gonna have to find an old head. The bum nigga gonna be the nigga that we gonna be going to for the information. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna be old enough to, like, even if it's bullshit, we gonna have to listen to him because there's gonna be some type of knowledge in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how things is going now. It's sad though.
Well, honestly though, Marcus, like we, I'm not trying to put nobody in no age bracket. I'm just, I only speak for me. But true enough though, we the OGs now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a fact though.
so we have to have a certain level of, stand up, like, we being a stand up dude to be able to lead the people the right way. Because, no matter, what our path is like or whatever, we have to be the ones giving the information, telling them how it is, and keeping these young guys straight, and hopefully that we reach the one or the two. I'm half OG.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
You have to be able to reach, hoping that one or two can reach, and then if that one that we do reach, hopefully that one has enough impact or enough know-how to help his friends along. Or be like, hey man, don't do that, don't do this. Save it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, I think with the social media thing, dude, it's just that persona that people have the ability to move that gives them that false sense of grandioseness. It really does, because they'll be on here, can say whatever they want to think. They can say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do. But another thing about this generation is a lot of dudes ain't gonna pull up on somebody if they're talking to them crazy. They're just gonna sit down and have the argument for clout. You know what I'm saying? And because it's not about like the respect, it's just about clout. Like, oh shit, he ain't gonna let nobody talk to me no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? On this social media shit. So it's a lot of people live under this persona this day and age, and it's sad because those same people that's living under this persona that they're creating on these social media sites are exactly the same type of people that were very, very quiet in school. The one, what did that post say? Somebody, I think there was a post that somebody said that in school they had to separate everybody in classes, and they took that away whenever they made social media, and that's the problem. That everybody intermingling with everybody. So that when I saw that, I was like, well, damn. Not they need not that they need a sped class for social media.
Right. I'm with all of you guys on this whole social media and the communication lines. Like, guys don't know how to, and I can only speak from a woman's standpoint, so understand that. Guys don't know how to approach a woman, talk to a woman. I always say I had better interaction and better dates in middle school and high school than I've had in my adult years. Because at least the guys they put thought and effort. If they knew you liked to be in the library or wherever place you was hanging out at, they would make it their business to try to be there the same time you're there. You would have little notes in your locker. You know what I'm saying? Even when pagers came out, you would get the 123 or the 143 on the pager. You get what I'm saying?
Like we was making messages with the numbers.
You get what I'm saying? Hello and all types of stuff. Like, they was
That's why they doing that shit
creative,
now.
and the guys didn't take it as, because we had the music and the R&B, the guys knew how to be romantic, and they held their masculinity on the block, but they still knew how to sing and woo you. You know what I'm saying? To a woman and really sway her and still hold their nuts in their hand like that. You feel me? If you understand what I'm saying, like you didn't think they was, you know what I'm saying? And like now, if a guy sings an R&B song or whatever, oh, he's soft. But yet, they'll be in a locker room singing Sexy Red in the football locker room. I know y'all seen them videos. It's throwing me right now. So it's like...
they booty hole brown.
Right. They singing that in the locker room, but you can't woo me and sing me a Jagged Edge or some joint like that and make me feel sweet. Or him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me how twisted it is with the communication because of social media and the influence. It's making everybody ass backwards.
I feel like this gonna be a subject we gonna keep going, but I feel like this is something that we can talk about. Like, this might be another quick hit where we just really talk about the social media shit with, you know what I'm saying? Like, we might just make it a whole thing for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? The next joint we gonna do. We talking about.
Gotta go. Savvy she ain't expound on it.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm tripping. I'm thinking, my bad. Let me put it back up. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Did you notice I just respect the host and I was just moving along with you?
Yeah, no. We fair. Like, okay. No, we fair over here. If I fuck up, you gotta let me know. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. That's right, because like Saray talked, but she ain't really get her. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Because I do nothing but work with the public, I can definitely say that social media has influenced people's brains because they have lost their minds. And I have to remind them a lot of times that the stuff that you're saying to me as your worker over the phone, you would never say to my face. I will have grown people like just talking sideways at me about some doggone food stamps. And like I said, I've been in this game since 2005. I've been issuing aid to the public since 2005. Y'all, okay. I have a very pleasant, I have to code switch on the job per the client. Okay, you understand? So, okay, so there's nice savvy where I will get on the phone with you. I'll be like, oh, hi, Marcus. How you doing today? How can I help you? And Marcus want to talk out his mind. Where's my MF and EBG? Y'all done cut the shit off again. I said, first of all, okay. Here's what you're not going to do, okay? See, you ain't going to disrespect me on this line and expect me to do something for you. You're going to be hungry. You go.
Damn. God damn. You say your ass going, stop, nigga. Stop.
No, talk that shit.
First of all, okay.
Like,
So
is you hungry, or do you want to eat, or do you not want to eat?
you gonna respect me because this is a place of business. So you're not gonna curse me out. You're not gonna call me out of my name, and you are not gonna raise your voice at me. Do you understand me? Okay, so there's two versions of Savvy on the phone. You keep it cool, I keep it cool. You get crazy with me, well, then the Negro comes out. Because you're not. You're not. I'm not doing it. I don't get paid. I don't get paid to be verbally abused. That's what I've just boiled it down to. And I feel like social media has allowed these people this barrier. They have this filter on their entire life. They think they look like RuPaul's Drag Race all day long, and they can come out sideways talking to you no matter what the situation is. And I have to remind them, no, you don't. No, you don't. Back it up. Dial it back. No, this is what we're not going to do. I understand you're frustrated. You can be frustrated. I understand that. I'll give you grace. You can tell me I'm really frustrated because it seems like my card keeps getting shut off. Okay, fine. I will take that. I'm so sorry. Let me fix that for you. But especially the younger crowd. If you guys only knew how many narrow behind 20-year-olds I get on my line trying to talk to me like I'm y'all. It's a good thing I can't reach through the phone. I'd be like, come here. Let me teach you what your mama, your grandma, your aunties, your TTs didn't teach you. Come here. Yeah, they be talking crazy. And yes, it's because we're not face to face. And that's all I do now in my job. They've taken the workers away from the people. They don't have us face to face anymore. Everything's done over the phone and by computer. And as a result, people are bold. Oh, they real bold.
Yeah.
Everybody be tough as shit. Everybody be tough as shit up here, man. It's hilarious to me.
That's them fiber optic gangsters.
Yeah, that should be, you know what I'm saying? All right, well, that's what's up. Did Wash go before I get the Saray? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm all right with it.
I kind of pushed my way up in there, but I went.
Yeah, so everybody had their shot, right? I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I'm laughing at Day about this white dress.
Yeah, on.
They said it's over with.
All right. So y'all silly as hell. So next topic, you know what I'm saying, is work ethic. You know what I'm saying? We're going to address some of the beliefs that today's youth have a weaker work ethic compared to the previous generations. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Lyrical Day, you have the flaw. Left flaw.
This kind of go back to what my little twin King Day was saying when he said he need a job real quick. It kind of goes back to that. But
FTJ.
But honestly,
Yes.
like honestly, I kind of am the same way. Like I had said in that conversation, like working more than what I'm being paid for, that's not really what it is anymore. It never was. But I'm just at a point I just became at a point in my life in my 20s because of the experiences I dealt with in my 20s versus what they don't go through, that I want to be able to retire by 45. I don't want to have to work somewhere for 60 years to get a pension.
I know that's
So
right.
if I can put myself in a position with the jobs that I do attain where I can work smarter versus harder, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But they're not using their brains. So they're always going to go for a job that has the more money, but also has more work than what they're being paid for.
Yeah, like it'd be more responsibility, but the money don't equal the more responsibility.
And they put themselves through so much to the point where they burn themselves out in these jobs for a quick buck. And I feel like they do commit to working hard, but then once they realize just how hard that work is, they give up because they have something to fall back on. And I think that also has a lot to do with our generation and up. Well, my generation and up. I feel like the way that we raised them to where we want them to have that silver spoon that we didn't have. Now they know that they don't have to. So they don't. A lot of them don't, especially because of the parents they have. The parents put them in front of a tablet the whole time, and they're always going to get the new one. Why do I have to work for it? It's going to be given to me. Like my brother, we're in the same generation. We're only 4 years apart. My brother is extremely entitled. My brother thinks that the world owes him everything, and he'll be 28 in a couple days. The world doesn't owe you anything. Your parents are the ones that was doing that for you. The world don't have to do that for you. And I feel like that takes away from them wanting to work.
That's a fact. That is a fact. What you think? Mike, what you think, brother?
Um, man, let me see here.
Is
The
that
work
Mina?
ethic.
Hold up, is that Mina?
I don't know. Well,
Oh, I thought I heard something. I don't know. Oh, she,
shit.
you can go ahead if she come. And yo, wherever you at, yo, we can't. Yo, you breaking up, yo. That's what it
Her
is. We can barely
signal,
hear
her
you.
signal might be bad.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
signal.
She
You know
got
what
that
I'm saying?
nervous service right now.
Yeah, once you, you know what I'm saying, get your signal together, we'll get you back in there. We just go ahead to Mike and shit. You go ahead, Mike.
Work ethic. I just the belief that today's youth have a weaker. Hell yeah, they do. And I'm gonna start by saying it with my damn son. You give his ass a job laying down, he'll get up and quit. These kids lazy
Right.
as hell.
Yo, holla if it was laying down, then they get up like, no, I don't want to lay down no more.
I'm
Yeah,
Fuck this,
that
I'm
for
getting up.
my
I'm
kids.
done.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. I like
I'm
that
just
shit.
I'm
And
just saying, bro, they sorry as hell, and I mean, I blame myself because I tried to give my son what I didn't have growing up, so I
that's a
ruined it.
ball.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up without a pops, and I just wanted to give them the best, but in that process, I ruined them. I became a crutch.
It be
You
like that
know,
though, but
yeah.
that's in
My
hindsight though.
my girls, I ain't gonna lie, my girls is go getters. They hustlers. They gonna go get it by any means.
Most women
That
are
damn
now.
boy, that boy. Uh-uh. I ain't gonna lie, I be wanting to break my foot off in his behind.
Shit, go ahead, yo. Just make sure it's a steel toe.
Wait a
Make
minute.
sure it's a steel, yo. Yo, get
Man,
you a nice
bro.
comfortable pair of steel toes, yo.
Oh,
You
I
know
got a
what I'm saying?
size 14 steel toe. I'm gonna break it right off in his behind.
You know what I'm talking
Timothy.
about?
That's rough.
Sideways. Sideways, you know what I'm talking
Hey, he gonna be walking around with 3 shoes on, 2 on his feet, 1 in his ass.
about?
That's rough, man.
But yeah, this society is just, man, I don't know how to explain it with these kids, man. They sorry as hell. They just sorry. A lot of them. I was raised old school style, so I mean, you get your ass whooped at your friend's house and go home and get another ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these kids don't have that. I ain't gonna lie, I kicked my kids' ass. I did.
Damn,
I
dog.
stayed on their ass. And my son, I ain't whipping with it, but I whoop the shit out of him with these hands. You want to treat me like I'm a Negro in the streets? I'm gonna show you how one act.
Damn, you hit him with the Hulk smash.
Man, bro,
Yeah.
I hit him so hard in his chest he slid across the kitchen floor.
Damn.
Don't play
Well,
with me. I'm not the one to
sometimes you
play
gotta
with.
teach them. You gotta teach them sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta learn. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's starting to get it together. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 kids, man. He's really starting to get himself together and get on that path to becoming a man, which he should have been already. Early 25. Get out my damn house.
Or tell them how you really feel. Or
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or
Man, somebody go ahead
yo,
on. Yeah, you can open up a can
yeah,
of
I'm about to
worms,
say you
bro.
about to go
I'm
at that
finna,
nigga. That's why I was like, I
man,
was going to
bro.
cut you off, yo. You know what I mean, bang, what you
Yeah.
got for me? I definitely about to cut you off. I'm like, this nigga about to go personal. Yes. What you got for me back?
Yeah, they got a weaker work ethic, man. And this goes back to the last, to what we've been talking about, social media, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to work. They ain't trying to get paid no $10, $11, $12 when they can be a content creator, do pranks, put their life at risk, and sell out, you know what I'm saying, for a whole different bag. You know what I'm saying? But then you got some young folks too, bro. I can't, discredit that. You got some young folks that are actually, working hard and finishing college. You know what I'm saying? They actually got bags out here, even more bags than we have, you know what I'm saying, at our age. So, but they working, you know what I'm saying, through different avenues. You got people that, because the avenues are different now versus my first job was McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Making $7.70 an hour. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers thought that shit was gold. You know what I'm saying? And then you climb up
Nick,
from there, of course.
yeah.
What were you saying, bro?
No, I wasn't saying that. My bad, yo. I meant this blunt, yo. My bad. I
Oh, no,
apologize.
you good, bro. No, you good. I ain't know you were
Yeah.
trying to interject or something. You had a little piece to say with it, but yeah. So it's like the avenues are different. You know what I'm saying? Different streams of income now to where they can do, content creating and stuff like that. That makes them feel like, man, I ain't about to be in no damn, you know what I'm saying, restaurant or some shit like that, making less than what I really can make. And then too, just over time, you know what I'm saying, they just become lazy anyway. I got catch, man. I ain't cutting no. I grew up cutting grass. Like that's how my Saturdays was. I can't go play sandlot football. I can't, you know what I'm saying, get on my bike and do what I got to do until I'm actually cutting grass. Get the grass done. You know what I'm saying, and the whole nine.
Yeah.
These kids don't
Hey,
know
you
shit
got
about that. You
niggas
know
be
what
having
I'm
work
saying?
to do, nigga.
Hey
Niggas got
Marcus,
work
hold
to do.
on. Back up,
What's up,
man.
bro?
Bruh, did you say $7.70 an hour?
Yeah,
$7 and
that's back
seven.
in the day.
Yeah, $7.70
Yeah.
an hour,
Wow,
bro.
bruh.
That
My
nigga told
first
his age.
job,
He
I was
told his age.
$4.25 an hour.
You said
You
what,
just
Brody?
really,
My
nigga just
first
told his
job was
age.
$4.25 an hour.
425. I believe it, bro. Real shit. Real shit. I believe. I was born in '86. You know what I'm saying? So, my first job, yeah, different.
Yeah, Mike, you can
But
say that
yeah,
because
but yeah.
you old.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I believe, bro.
Lord.
Man,
425.
hold
You know what I'm saying? I
on.
believe, bro.
Did she just come from me?
Yeah. All right. So look. So amen. Amen. And look.
Yo,
Before we move forward, we're gonna go ahead and let you go. You know what I'm saying?
okay, do me a favor though, since I can't read the question, can you read it to me so I can answer properly?
We just pretty much talking about work ethic in the youth. You know what I'm saying? About they don't really have a strong work ethic, like I'm saying the youth today. How you feel about that?
So when my first job, I was 16 and I was a busser at a restaurant. So ever since like my very first job, I've always been, all about, getting my own. And out of all the struggles I faced in my life, I've never not had a job. Like out of the times that I was homeless and, like struggling with, my living situations, I never not had a job. Didn't have money, but I never not had a job. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's a difference to it. But
Right.
I, I when it comes to these kids these days, like it pisses me off because when I go to McDonald's and I order whatever or fast food joint, and I order my food and it comes out wrong. It's like the audacity that y'all sit there and you can't do a simple fucking like cheeseburger with just cheese and ketchup. Y'all can't follow them instructions, but y'all want $15-$16 an hour. The audacity! You keep fucking up these food orders, but y'all in bathrooms making TikToks and shit, but y'all want all this money for what? Like, in my opinion, like, y'all don't deserve to be making the money that y'all want to be making when you can't even read a ticket the right way.
That's a fact.
Because it's so hard to make a plain ass cheeseburger. Oh, shit. So,
We're gonna
yeah,
talk
the
that
kids these
cheeseburger
days,
shit.
so, fuck. Lost connection again. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, barely. I'm fucked, man. Anyway,
Shit.
just
Well, damn.
okay. So, yeah, that was loud. But no, these kids just got to get that shit together. Like, they got to put the phones down. They got to, prioritize their funds. And I told my kids, like, hey, well, as soon as you turn 16, you can have a job. You're paying your end of the phone bill. You want a car, you have to buy it. It's just what it
I
is.
know
Like, I
that's
might be
right.
able to help you, I might match, but you're going to buy your own car. You're going to pay your own insurance. Or I'll
Gonna
carry
treat
on
that
my
shit
stuff,
like a
but you're going to pay me. What?
401k.
Exactly. Like, you can't. These kids are growing up thinking that they're entitled to that silver platter for the rest of their life. No, like you are entitled to certain things, absolutely, like your shelter and your food, like up to a certain age. But once you hit a certain age and you make your own money, oh no, you're gonna contribute. Like I'm not saying you got to pay the mortgage, pay the rent, but you at least gonna pay your share. So you want McDonald's, you better go get McDonald's on your own. Like I'm not paying for it anymore. You want a car so you can go fuck off with your friends, you got to pay for that car. I can't cater to these kids because we're in a different time zone. Like right now, like my parents, they bought me and my brothers, all cars. Right, our first car came from them. My older brother went through more cars than my older one, and went through more cars than me and the younger brother went through. What I'm trying to say, but anyway, like he went through more than us, and my parents would still cater to him. You know, and it's just like, it mind boggles me the fact that these kids are entitled to all this and they don't know what the value of a dollar is, you know. Now my son, he's special as fuck. He'll say, you know, Mom, I know you don't have a lot of money, but can I have $3? It's for this and this at school. And it's like, boy, it's $3 funky. Like, if you need $3 for a school event, I got you. Like, but he just be feeling so bad, like, I don't want to spend your money because I know you don't have it. But it's like, damn, motherfucker, I ain't that broke. Just broke, but not that broke. So if anybody's gonna get it, it's gonna be him. But my daughter, she just looks at us, like me and her dad, as fucking ATMs. Like, oh, I'm gonna go have lunch with my dad and spend his money at the mall. No, even spend time with your dad. Don't be looking at him as a fucking ATM. So these kids gotta get that shit together. They're gonna piss me off.
Oh yeah, Marcus, I was cut off too towards the end, but I was gonna let it rock. I had one more thing to say about why these kids, bro, the work ethic, and you know this too, Brody. It's like the influence of the trap, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, bro, they ain't going to work no 9 to 5, bro, when they can run these couple of plays. You know what I'm saying? They come up something crazy. You know what I'm saying? That as well. We hustled when we came up too. By all means, I sure did as well. But the influence of the trap music and stuff like that really got these dudes in a dormant mentality to where they already, they ain't even thinking about getting no job. They about to go grab a pack, you know what I'm saying, and move that and you know what I'm saying, and level up on the pack, bro, and keep going, you know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why these cats don't want to work, man, because there's too much money. It's easy money in the streets, you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing, though, man. They with that trapping, you know, they these kids are drug addicts. They ain't hustlers.
That's a fact.
Yeah, some of them are, but there's some cats getting money out here too. I know what you're saying, though, bro. Yeah, they done graduated to the druggie is more celebrated now.
All right. Well, okay. Wash. What's up, man? What you got? What you got on this, man?
What's up? So I'm gonna go back to, I think like Mike was saying it. It might have been Bag, but I think it was Mike. They had mentioned I think it was Mike. So I think he had basically mentioned about not having his father around and being like, basically trying to be, you know, that example, you know, giving the kids whatever they wanted, right? So that's how I am. My identity as a father is a large part of my identity as a father rests in the fact that my dad was not very active in my life, right? My mom was I have three other brothers. We grew up extremely poor. That's another story, another time. But my mom was the person that every Saturday morning, don't even turn TV on, get out of the yard. You know, y'all gotta help with this, need to do this, keep your schooling up, yada, 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 right? So I was always vowed that I'm gonna be the guy that even though my mom and my dad, they're still together to this day. Like, the relationship is very, very not good, but that's also another story for another day. But I'm basically saying all that to say, you know, it does start with us as fathers or as parents, for those who are parents, you know, when it comes to the youth, because I am a rewarder of hard work, good behavior, but inside of the things that are appropriate for my kids at their age that they are. I have a 10-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son, and room clean, school is making good grades in school, taking care of things around the house, doing good in sports. Like, I'm going to reward those behaviors, so that way the work ethic, they know that they're going to have to put time into the things that they're doing in order to reap the rewards and the benefits of that. And as they get older, that for me translates into, well, hey, just like we are talking about the whole car situation. Like with Mina's like family, like her brothers and sisters getting cars and stuff. You want a car, then I'll meet you halfway, but you got to bring it back. You have to bring something to the table too. You know, it just graduates, so that way they know that if to make a mean to the ends of what their end game, that they know I'm gonna meet them halfway, or meet them some of the way, or whatever I need to do. But they have to put their work in order for us to get to that point that they're going to. So I think the whole work ethic thing, it definitely starts with us as parents, or as, you know, whomever we are to those around us, because it is true. It is easy to go get a bag. It is easy to go just to hustle and, you know, slang whatever you're gonna slang on the side, in the corner, to your friends or whatever. That shit's super easy. Hell, I did it. And I didn't even do it just because I thought it was cool. I did it because I was gonna be able to talk to more girls, and I was being able to have that shit on me. And that's all I really cared about at that point. I didn't care about the money. I didn't even care about the money aspect of it. Like, what am I gonna go do with the money? Go buy me something to eat? Buy me
Like I
some
love it.
shoes?
I
Like,
love the game, B. I love
right?
the
You know what I'm saying?
game.
Like I went into materialists and stuff like that. I was just trying to make sure my bills were getting paid, my car notes getting paid, because I was trying to work on my car at the time too. I was trying to make sure my car was ready. That's all I cared about at that time. I was slanging, but still,
I know that's right.
but like no. So again, like with this work ethic thing, it has to be, for me. It just has to be tuned the right way. It's always good application to the things that are around us, but we have to spin it on its head so that way we can look at the good opportunities that it brings, as opposed to always being a negative, because we're the ones that control that narrative.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. Savvy, what you got for me?
I enjoy watching the younger generation be the content creators, because to me it's kind of how they're able to express their creativity. I also, like I told you, I was an accidental content creator. TikTok was my second accidental content creator experience. So I kind of understand what it is. It's addicting. I have been doing online content since October 2021. I wasn't on TikTok. I was on a different app, and it's addicting. You get in front of the camera and you basically can become a different person. Throughout the pandemic, I was bored. I was recently divorced. So it gave me like a boost, like kind of like an ego boost, I had the attention that I craved because there was no man, right? And I was making the bag. So I was making the money. So it was a win-win. I would advise them to not have content creating as their only focus. Have something else lined up. Kind of like, to me, content creating is like back in the day, remember when everybody wanted to be a rapper? Or everybody was going to be a basketball star? Not everyone makes it, right? Not everyone makes it. Yep. So that's fine. While you're doing your music, while you're doing your basketball, your football, whatever, you still need an education in something, right? So, you guys, hello, be quiet.
Sorry.
So I get it. Now, content creating wasn't my main bag. I had my full-time job, but there was something about it when I turned that camera on and I became that person, that personality, and I made money. I would bring in anywhere, a low month was like 1,000. A high month was 4 Gs. And that was me having fun. Just laughing, joking, talking, entertaining people. So we have to also acknowledge that it can be a source of income. Don't let it be your only source of income.
All right, that's what's up. I hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. What you got for me?
Mine is a little bit different because what's up, poet? I raised mine a little bit differently, only because I had my daughter early. I had her at 18, and I didn't have a support system, but I grew up militant, so I knew I had to take my ass to work. I've been working since 15. My daughter pretty much was able to be on every job I've had except for corrections. So she got an early work ethic. My father's side, we are founded in entrepreneurship all the way down to my great-grandparents, who were the first Black people that, my great-grandfather was the first Black man to have the transportation system in Vidalia, Georgia. So he basically picked up the guys to take them to the plantation, take them to the tobacco fields and stuff like that. My great-grandmother, she has a day named after her. She was a midwife. So we come from a lineage of entrepreneurship to where my grandfather and grandmother, my grandfather was blind, but he had his own business inside Jackson Hospital in Miami. Everybody knew it was the blind man stand. But it was the foundation of, we had 3 vending machines. We did soul food. We turned into a sub shop. So every child and grandchild and great grandchild their first job was Mr. P's place, the blind man stand. So even when we got out of high school, we already had a resume. We knew cashiering, we knew how to stock, we knew how to prep, food prep. We already had that. So work ethic was instilled, $5.50 an hour. My daughter was able had favored to work in that shop. So fast forward to my daughter repeating a cycle, unfortunately, but fortunately, it is what it is, having a child early. My daughter started working at 15. Well, she's been working since a little girl in the family business, but when she got into high school, I signed those papers for her to be able to work. Her first job was KFC. When she had her child or whatever, my daughter's just always worked. She's always had 2 jobs. And I also think because I always told her, I never sugarcoated stuff with my daughter. So I always told her, if you don't work, you're going to have to use the 3 holes in your body to make money. And I don't think you're going to do that. So either you take your ass to work or you're going to have to sell yourself. And them 3 holes, I don't think you want to use those as an option. Like I was graphic with my daughter on purpose. If I showed STDs, I showed the worst cases. I'm in the healthcare. I've been in simultaneously between law enforcement, and then I got out of that in 2017, and I'm back into healthcare. I'm a phlebotomist. So I see nothing but STD rates and doing drug screenings and all types of testing and stuff like that. And I stress it to her. So no, my daughter is not perfect. She's 24, but what I can say is homegirl pay bills, and homegirl always has 2 jobs. Yeah, she's a single mother. She made her mistake. We all did. I don't judge my baby girl for it. She has her own apartment. This will be her second one. When she is falling short, I do send her what I can to help keep her rent or whatever the case may be. But she does thank me, and I'm going to close out. She does thank me and say, Mommy, I know I used to be a brat, but I thank you for instilling the things that you did, because some of her friends don't even know how to pay bills. They don't even know how to survive or know what to do. You get what I'm saying? And they don't have any kids. So my granddaughter's 3. So I can't really say. I can see what you guys are saying about some of these kids being entitled, but then I also see a daughter like mine and other ones that's really, they getting out here and getting it out the mud and handling their business at the same time. So that thing.
And I respect that. Hey, so right, that's what's up. Like, I only hope and pray that the shit that I've gone through, what I've done to myself, what I've, allowed to be done to me and all that stuff, I just hope that my daughter takes heed to that and does things differently in her life, and she's not going down the same rabbit hole that I went down on. Whether I did it myself or it was forced upon me, however it goes down, I don't want that for her. So I only hope and pray that my daughter has half of the conscience that your daughter has, and so what you
they do
her,
repeat that
I applaud you for that.
I thank you, but they do.
They do.
They're going to follow what you did because they watched you. That's why she is a single mother. So certain things you just can't. But like you said, right, you can only favor and hope that, eventually life, because life is definitely kicking her in the ass. Right, it's kicking her in the ass, and she's realizing, like, hindsight 2020, dang, Mommy, now I see why you was crying. Dang, Mommy, now I see why you did this, or why you couldn't do this, that, and the third, because now she has a daughter of her own. So
right,
kids are going to repeat your mistakes, but hope you really just want to hope they learn quicker than you did. I land my fault.
I ain't gonna lie, my daughter asked me at the age of 9. She said, Mom, what if I had a baby at 15?
She breaking up.
I turned 50. I'm 35. Yeah. Is it bad? Yeah, it's bad.
Well, let's go. Let's get poetic out. You know what I'm saying? Poetic. We got it. You know what I'm saying?
Wiggle, goddamn.
What's going on?
Oh man, I miss y'all. I want to say that thank y'all for coming out last night. It was a ball. I had fun. I enjoyed the talk last night. But to get on with this topic, I want to say, Saray, I appreciate you addressing both sides. The kids that are doing their best, the young ones that's out there really getting it in the mud, getting it out the mud for real, because it is some kids out there that really work hard for what they have. But there's other ones that's not so good at taking care of themselves and taking care of business. And I believe that ties into what you just said. You know, they following what their parents did. They see what everybody else
Yeah.
is doing, and that's all they know, and that's all they can do. And I think the reason why people feel like it's mostly young people, the younger generation, not doing so good is because they want to be like other people, but they also are not trying to help those children. You see a kid lost and not doing good, all y'all, well, I ain't gonna say all y'all, but you know, it's
I
most
feel
people
you.
out there that's just complaining about them kids. They're not trying to help them. They're not trying to, you know, show some direction or anything. So I feel like that's the reason why most folks be like, oh, these kids out here, all they do is have babies and all that stuff. But what have you done to help these children? What have you done to support them and show them that they're not less than, you know, you or anything like that? And I just feel like that's the reason why the ones that are lacking because they don't have the support that other kids have.
But you want to know what to add to that? I admire the youth because we're old school and we was taught we have to get it out the mud, which is cool to have that foundation. But the opportunities with the social media and stuff that they have, they're able to get, if they're tech savvy or whatever, they're able to get to that bag a little bit faster, as well as they have a little bit more, I'm going to say, pride and integrity. They're not going to let these jobs overwork their ass. They just be like, you know what? Fuck this. You are not going to work me into the grave because you're going to fire my ass anyway, just based off your emotions. You can let me go because it's an at-will state or whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to overexert myself to make you a bag. I'm going to do what I'm paid to do, and I'm going to get on about my business and try to find money elsewhere. So you also have that mentality with the youngins. Like, they're not breaking their backs the way that we're trained up. And for us in this generation, because we're trained up and indoctrinated that way, it's kind of, we're trying to break away from that, but it's still kind of hard because it's what we know to work, to get educated, to work, to get certified and work. And our kids just know, now we're not going to get played out like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a balance between the two. But we do have some bums. Don't get it twisted. But yeah.
We definitely do. We definitely do have some bombs out there.
I mean, you know, I kind of look at it like this, right? I say since COVID, I feel like the younger generation have become more entrepreneurs, and that's just not just social media, but like a lot of the females becoming lash techs, they're selling their own lashes. You know what I'm saying? Doing hair, like they, you know what I'm saying? They started the brand themselves. They started doing these things. Like, yeah, it's the youth out there that's bullshitting, but a lot of these people found ways to not have to answer to nobody. They can do things their way. I think they took full advantage for the smart ones. They took full advantage of the situation and became entrepreneurs. And now they, like, you know what I'm saying? I think about content creators like K Show and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think about how Jess Hilarious was. You know what I'm saying? I think about, you know what I'm saying, these people from here. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that a lot of they work ethic, like a lot of them not going for it like that. But I would say on the woman side of it, a lot of these women got to the motherfucking bag. And we ain't even gonna get into OnlyFans and shit like that. We just talking about the simple shit that they was getting to the money with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I respect the hustle. You know what I'm saying? If I can't give it to you, I can't talk shit about how you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I live. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
I respect the hustle. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel.
I admire that though. I admire the youth that they done figured out the way to be their own boss and not having a whip cracked over them every day and have somebody have your livelihood in their hands because of how they feel about you. That's literally what work is. They don't have they don't care nothing about how you're working. It's just if your supervisor, your boss like you or not, if they gonna give you a hard time and try to push you out type shit. Yeah, like, and people got COVID really just like, you know what, forget this. Let me go make my own.
Yeah, like one of my like I work with like the younger 20-year-olds, like the 20 to 26-year-olds that get hired at my job and work with these autistic kids. One of my friends, we had a professional development day. We ain't have no meeting. She left to go do a massage and came back to work, still on the clock. Like there are definitely some out there that's going to hustle, especially living in this city with the job opportunities available in this city. It's not that many for them, especially without a degree, especially without a high school diploma.
Right.
So for them, like I know out here, the women they definitely move.
You know, and to that
There's a
point,
will, there's a way.
you know, and to that point, you know, I
Yo,
know it's
I'm
not.
gonna give you the last one on here, Watch, and we gonna go to the next one.
Okay,
'Cause,
I'll be real quick, you know, and that
uh,
just to that point, you know, and that's why, you know, whenever I work with you, especially high school age guys getting ready to prepare for college or thinking they like what their next moves are going to be, you really have to educate them, be like, you know, college ain't for everybody. Trade school is amazing. Like you want to get to a bag, go be a plumber. You can be like in 2 years, you can go be a plumber and make like fucking bank. Like it's not
Certified.
like and it's nothing for you to go change a pipe out, do boom, boom, boom. Like, you know what's going to cost you materials, and you're gonna bring home a $700 check, and for a few hours worth of work. You know, so you know, I think it is like we just like a lot of people were making the point they were making about, you know, it really takes people educating the youth out here and with them getting to understand that, you know, there's so many different ways you can do it. It doesn't have to be one way. You know, college ain't for everybody, but if it is for you, then cool. But if not, then like, hey, go get your fucking trade.
Yeah.
that's a fact. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to the next topic. The next topic is cultural influence. Let's talk about the myth that today's youth are more influenced by pop culture and celebrities than traditional role models.
Ooh, I want to go first so bad.
Okay, I
We
think
gonna
we
be here
all want to
all
go
day on this
first.
one.
Look, we're gonna start from the bottom and we're gonna work our way up. You know what I'm saying? And the last one we'll start from the top and then we'll work our way down. So it's on you, Poetic.
It's not a myth. It's the truth. This today's pop culture and these celebrities these days have a chokehold on these kids. I mean, they copy everything, they mimic everything. They want to dress like them, they want to be them, and it's not even just them. It's on social media too. All these people doing all these crazy things, and they think it's normal. But I be out here talking about. I'll be here all day. I'm just saying it's not a myth. It's the truth. It's definitely the truth, and I'm gonna pass it on.
What's up with this, Ray? What you got for it?
I'm in great agreement with Poetic. It's definitely the influence of these frequencies of music and stuff that they put out with the stripper culture and the drug culture, the trap culture. And it's not to say that back in our day we didn't have not Nicki, but Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Patra. We had them, right? But we had other alternatives to listen to. We had them, but we had Lauryn Hill, we had Monica, we had Brandy, we had Vogue. You get what I'm saying? So we had conscious rap. We had hardcore Tupac, and we had conscious rap with Nas and Mos Def. We had variety to be able to pick where we wanted to go and what we wanted to listen to, as well as on our radio stations and stuff. There was a little bit more parental control and stuff. We mimicked our celebrities and stuff too, but like I said, what we had back in the day, our parents were very much involved in control. They, especially what came to school to influence us. It was no way in hell that Sexy Red can come to our school. Ain't no way. It ain't no way. You get what I'm saying? So it's just the fact that a principal would allow that shit anyway. So it's like, yeah, the influence is definitely a bigger, higher power on purpose to just distort the mentality of the youth, because we are the OGs, the new OGs, and we about to be peace out, and we do need to get control of our youth as best and much as possible, because once you get rid of the elders, the youth ain't got nothing to look up to but to listen to the bullshit that they got on here. And they have the music. There is no alternative. They literally, I feel bad for them when they hit our age, because right now our music is considered oldies right now. And I'm okay with that, because when they hit 40 and their music, they literally got to sit up and listen to Booty Hole Brown and Lotto and Ice Spice Down syndrome looking ass and all these other motherfuckers. Like, they got to listen to that bullshit. You get what I'm saying? That's what they have to listen to at 40. That's bad. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it has a huge impact. And if we can just get a hold of our youth as best as possible and send out a different frequency, we might can salvage it, hopefully.
Okay. Savvy, what you got for us?
Oh man. You know, I think the biggest thing is they get so hooked into the cultural influences, meaning like the pop culture and the celebrities, that they have a hard time deciphering what's real and what's fake. They get so glued and I guess impressed by what the Kardashians, for example, or the Real Housewives, or
Yeah.
That's a fact.
that they lose touch. And it's like you have to bring them down to reality. And I even, like, on a regular occasion, like my son, he's 20, he'll bring stuff to me on his phone swearing it's true. And I'm like, honey, it's a hoax. And he's like, no, mom, really? And I'm like, dude, no, it's not. They done fooled you. We have so much AI now. AI is out there too. It's so good. It's like our kids are living in an illusion. And it's like we have to, like, literally pop them on the head. Just pop. Be like, I'm gonna need you to think and use the brain that God gave you. I know you have it. I'm gonna need you to turn it on for a second and turn that device off, because that is not reality. That's not it. They show them glitz and glamour, and we got all these filters and stuff that they're using. These people are not real, and they get sucked into it. It's like a funnel. It's like a suction cup. And we, as their parents, and us as others say, the older generation, we have to, like, snap our fingers, blink twice if you still up there. It's like, that's not. And it's funny that you even said this, because I have a friend who is, let's see, she's 13 years younger than me, right? So she falls into millennial. I'm Gen X. I'm 47. She actually came to me the other day asking for advice, right? And this is the first thing, because I know millennials be sensitive, right? But we raised them that way. We can't be mad at them, because we're the generation who said, get in touch with your feelings. So I'm not mad at it, right? So I asked.
We gotta get everybody up though. I mean, we gotta get.
Yeah, no, I'm almost done. So before she said, what do I need to do to improve my life? She's like, what do you see me doing wrong? And I looked at her and I said, you want the truth, or you want me to be nice? And she's like, no, give me the truth. I said, you don't like being uncomfortable. I said, you want everything to just be thrown at you, like you see these influencers that you watching on your Instagram, and these people. I understand that they can encourage you. You can get a little message from them, but you can't live your life off of them. She didn't like it, but she thanked me. She says, I don't like what you're saying, but I know it's the truth. So we gotta douse them with the truth, but ask them first. You want me to give you the truth, or you want me to be nice? That's it. I'm done.
Once you say they out of touch, they out of touch, that they act like they touch. In the head.
That's that matrix. You know what I'm saying? They in the matrix for real. Wash, what you got for me, bro?
So yeah, so I mean, so Ray touched on it a little bit. I think that's what media is. Multimedia is set to impact and influence you to a certain way. I mean, from everything to what you wear, to what you eat, to what you drink, to who you spend your time with, the people you're supposed to be hanging with, the people you shouldn't be hanging with, who's cool, who's not, all that. I mean, that has been the game plan for media for years now. Okay, so I'm 41, so I grew up, post Reagan era. So post Reagan era was what? Gangs, a lot of killing,
Reaganomics, crack game, and all that shit.
like all that stuff. That was what influenced where I'm from. My brother was he was a 5'9" blood. I mean, he banged hard. My mom's side of the family from LA, where all they banged where they banged hard. You know, so I had to watch all that growing up, because that was what Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, like those are the type of things that shape the life around me, basically. You know, so I can only imagine that the same exact thing is going on with our kids today. You know, it gives them ideas. Like I said, it shows them what to wear and what's cool and what's not. You know, so I mean 100% that the youth today are influenced by pop culture. Because hell, we were. Shit, you didn't learn how to moonwalk? Michael Jackson did that shit first. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't come up with it on our own. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But that's just it. So yeah, you know. So what do we do as parents, as mentors, as people that that are trying to steer people in the right direction? We try to help them out. But at the end of the day, you know, you can only help people. You can only lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
That's a fact. That is a fact. What you got for me, Bagger?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you mean pop culture as far as like hip hop and all that? You know what I'm saying? Combined?
Yeah, just everything. Yeah, just everything in the whole.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, bro. Like, they are influenced by the celebrities and the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Athletes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Malcolm X said that too, didn't he? He was like, man, shoot. You know what I'm saying? We are only race of people, the only people where our leaders are the influencers, celebrities and athletes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these cats ain't even, you know, listening to you unless you got a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were like, you got some cats that, like, you a mentor yourself, Marcus, if I'm, you know what I'm saying, correct, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's certain, you know, kids that you can get to and listen to, you know, the youth you can get to and talk to, you know what I'm saying, and pour a game into them. But a lot of cats, I even understand, which is why I do what I do, is so much of us men get this bag and run it up, because they not going to listen to you unless you got a bag. They ain't gonna listen to you know what I'm saying, for lack of better words. They're not listening to for a broke nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what can you tell me when I'm over here running it up, doing this shit right here, whatever like that. So they looking up to the people that's really got a bag, or what they call quote unquote success. See, success, well, all definitions of success is crazy too. You know what I mean? Success is like having a lot of, you know what I'm saying, you know, money, cars, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the real definition of success to us who know what it really means. You know what I'm saying? Being a wholesome man, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, for most of y'all, being a father, a great father, being a great husband. For the ladies, being a great mother, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, being impactful in your community, you know what I'm saying? In whatever fashion that is grand for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? It's definitely being influenced by it. And then, too, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that they watching are sellouts as well. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's easy for them to sell out now as we see it.
That's a fact.
Pisses me off, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the leaders, bro, even when that, you know what I'm saying, I don't even want to talk to them. Like, the TikTok be banning motherfuckers up there. I'm gonna chill.
Mike, what you got?
I don't know, bro. I'm just discombobulated right now with this topic. Because it's kind of, honestly, it really, the influence of the pop culture has ruined these kids. They not good. They ain't got no good role models. You walk around listening to mumble rap. What the hell? You can't even understand that shit. At least we had some good music. And to kind of piggyback off of what Saray said about the music, them getting in their 40s ain't gonna have shit to listen to. That Booty Hole Brown, I must have busted out laughing, man. I damn near died over it. But
that's how they feel.
That's their old school station, y'all. Just think about that. That's their old school station. Damn.
I was over here laughing so hard, my eyes were watering, man.
But it's crazy because they make jokes about it now, but when they get to our age, like I'm 30, I'm probably the youngest one in here, but When they get to our age, they gonna be like, dang, we really didn't have nothing for real. Like we don't really have anything to look up to. And they don't. And it's
My
so
shorty been
sad.
in this life before, man. She got an old soul.
Well, it's another thing too when it comes to, not to cut anybody off, but another thing too when it comes to like just this time period, things age so much faster than they did whenever we were growing up too. Like just since we're on the topic, the Booty Hole Brown song is already old. Like but you listen to that song anymore. Like the song is already an old song. It's like they didn't have time to just like with buying CDs and stuff like that, listening to music. Like whenever these artists come out, whenever they put out a song today, like by the next week, well,
It's
exception
old.
of right now, Kendrick Lamar on Not Like Us. Like if your song ain't doing nothing, then it's old.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they got that though. They got that Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole may save their ass, but other than that, they scarred.
Yeah, but my thing is they look at them, look at what they wearing. You got these grown ass men wearing skinny jeans. Man, come on, man. I don't wear tighty whities, man. That shit hurt.
Hoochie daddy
I'm
shorts.
hearing about girls wearing lingerie with Jordans to
That
the
shit
club.
weird, bro. I
Like,
swear
is
to
that
God,
what we
bro.
doing?
That shit weird as hell.
That's it. I'm with you, Bagger. That shit is weird as fuck.
I can't stand them little spank stains that they be having girls. Like even the young girls, like 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds, even younger wearing them. And I'm like, y'all let y'all kids come out the house like that?
But
I'm
is it
not
true
gonna
with
lie,
this
kick it to your
lingerie and
ass, man.
Jordans? I keep hearing about that lingerie and Jordans they wearing outside to the club and shit.
I better not see them like that.
We don't allow it in the club where we at, but they damn near pushing it. You know what I'm saying? They push the limits of this shit.
Damn, dang, it's been a thing. Damn.
Yeah.
Now hearing
Wow.
about it, so I'm real old fogey. I didn't even know it existed. This is my first time. I was today's years old.
That's
Well,
Robin Gibbons and Boomerang showing up in the lingerie with the trench coat joint on.
But see, that's
Oh,
Yeah, but she
acceptable though.
had heels
That's
on
to the
and it was
crib,
for a
and that's to the crib.
reason.
That's to the
Right.
crib though. That's to the crib.
Yeah.
Only reason why I brought that up because I watched Boomerang the other night. That's the only reason why.
Shout out to
Oh,
Boomerang.
Nostalgic.
Shout out to Strong.
Nostalgic.
Right.
Strong.
All right, let's do it. All right, well, shit, that's what's up. Let's go, man. What you got for us?
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Bring the
you.
question to her again,
Okay.
bro.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Let me
guys,
choke on this fucking chicken.
I have company
Shit.
coming over, so I gotta run. But
Okay, all
I'll
right.
see you later.
Push.
Thank
All
you,
right, let's push.
Savvy.
Yeah, thanks for stopping through.
Thanks for coming in.
All right. So
What up,
if you
Coop?
really sit back and think about the question, right? To a degree, everybody is influenced by something or another, right? You might see, Marcus post a video of him eating this delicious pizza, right? You're gonna ask him, Marcus, where you get that pizza? He's gonna sit there and say where you got it from. Guess what you're gonna go ahead and do? You're gonna follow down that train, you're gonna go to get the same pizza. You're gonna post it. Then Dave's gonna ask, damn, where'd you get that pizza from? Oh yeah, I got it from here and here. Then I'm gonna go do it. So it's just like everybody is influenced by one thing or another. These fucking artists, fuck all of them, okay? Because the females, especially, all they're talking about is pussy and sex sells. But here we are trying to raise these children to not look at their body as a paycheck. But that's what these women are promoting. Don't talk to him if he ain't got money. If he's not spending $250K on the first date, he ain't worth your time. Like they're fucking with these little girls' minds, like to where
But they not living like
they're
that
taking
though.
you out too. Right, but that's the thing. Like, who the fuck? No, it's not realistic. So they're making it more complex for these children and hell, even some adults, to live the way they're supposed to because they're so in tune with, oh, I Spy says this and this, so it's got to be true. So I can't talk to Mike because he don't make $250K to take me on a date for the first one. Like so that limits us. That discredits the men that come into our lives because they don't make a certain amount because this rapper said he's got to make this to do this. So I don't get it. I hate the generation of music that's coming out this day and age. Like, take us back to like the late 90s, early 2000s when A, the music made sense, and B, it was good. You know, it literally made sense to do the fucking shoulder lean, okay? It made sense to pop, lock, and drop. You know, like, what is this shit now? This shit now is like some other bullshit, and I can't get jiggy with it. I can't. You got Kevin Gates. Listen, you got Kevin Gates talking about find me a ninja that stuck dick in me or the one I sent to prison. I'm sorry, what? Like, why are those lyrics acceptable to be putting into the ears and minds of the minors this day and age? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. These dudes wearing skinny jeans that are skinnier than mine. How your balls breathing in that shit?
I'm dead.
That's it.
Not with the burp. Not with the burp after. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, cool. My fault. What's on day?
Yeah, she got.
So, I mean, I think it is absolutely not a myth. I think it's even more than the music. It's them looking at the artist's life in general, and they trying to establish a life that they see versus creating one for themselves. Nobody wants to be original anymore. They don't. There's no music that creates an individual mindset. Everybody's talking about the same thing. Everybody's saying the same thing. So everybody following the same type of life. Like I said before, with the work ethic, that quick dollar. That's all they see. That's all they want is they want that lifestyle and they want it right now versus what those people actually went through to get there versus what they're talking about. Like Mina said, they talking about coochie and selling. You can't talk to nobody, but they not selling their coochie. They didn't sell their coochie to come up there. So it's like y'all and then as far as like the men as well is y'all see all the money in bags. What's their conscience like? Like what type of mindset did they have to go through to get that bag? So I think it's absolutely a problem. I mean, like you said, we were also influenced as well, but we had options. We had options to choose what we wanted to listen to. We could change the channel. You can't even change the channel no more because everything is streamed. Everything is one way. Everything is one direction.
Facts.
All right, what's going on, Turn? You know what I'm saying? You came in like we only got one more topic.
Hey y'all, how y'all?
Yeah, what's
Hey,
going
y'all.
on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? We gonna give you a shot at this topic because we only got one more left, right? So we talking about first off, we talking about urban myths about, you know what I'm saying, the young people and all that in life, you know what I'm saying, nowadays and shit. But today we talking about like cultural influence, and we was just saying that the youth is more influenced by pop culture and celebrity than traditional role models. That's what we talking about right now. So I'll let you go.
Absolutely. I absolutely believe that because I have younger siblings. I have like 3 younger siblings. They like 2, 16, and then it's a 10-year-old. All they do is try and chase after what they see on social media. I ain't gonna say all they do, but the majority of what they do is trying to chase after a fantasy on social media. A lot of them don't realize, a lot of these youth don't realize social media is not even a real place for real. Everything is literally edited, filtered. You're not gonna see the bad part that nobody like. You can't chase after what you seeing on these Instagram and TikTok posts. I be having to talk with my little sister about that all the time because she is heavily influenced by everything that she see on TikTok. So that ain't no myth to me.
Look, she came in straight to the motherfucking point. You know what I'm talking about?
It's the highlight reel, man. The highlight reel got people trying to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, they went to Jamaica. That means I can go to Jamaica. And no, you ain't got no Jamaica money. You may got some Jamaica.
You TikTok dances, man. You TikTok dances, man. Like by all means, enjoy yourself, but the motherfuckers be too grown to be up here just dancing. Like life is more than dancing, man. You know what I mean? By all means, enjoy your kids and shit, but you're too grown. You're goofy as hell up here, man. You know, all these dances and shit, man. You know? Like, I mean, not saying, not saying enjoy yourself, man, but it's like, yo, you gotta show your kids something different, bro.
Tell them how you
This is
really
goofy as
feel,
shit,
nigga.
bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Motherfuckers is too grown, and your kids is watching your ass being a kid again up here, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, these influencers, man, I hate the agenda. This is a passionate topic for me, man, because I hate to see how potent, how effective the agenda, you know what I'm saying, is taking its place on the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they even got, you know, what's the young nigga name? Lil Uzi Vert got this nigga wearing dresses and purses and shit, and they nails painted, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't get to us. They trying to get. I ain't got kids, but they trying to get to y'all kids, my nephews and nieces. My little nieces and
Right.
nephews, I be having to check their ass. Like, watch your motherfucking mouth. Like you way too grown. You ain't did nothing that me and your father done did. You ain't even got that life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even about none of that shit. Where you getting this from?
Wasn't that the
These
guy who
rappers?
put the stone in his forehead?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
that
little
is
Uzi Vert
diabolical.
nigga.
Man, these dudes some crash dummies.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it pisses
I
me
mean,
off, bro, to see that
Thank you,
shit, man.
Coco.
I'll go ahead though, bro.
yeah. I mean, look, for me, I look at it like as generations change, you know what I'm saying, it's different levels of it. Like when we was younger, we wanted to be like the dope boys on the corner, but we could see them niggas. They was right there. We would walk past them niggas. You know what I'm saying? The niggas was in the
Right.
community. Like they was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can be you nigga
Thanks.
because you right there. You know what I'm saying? Now with social media and all that and the culture, it's like you see how people living or how they want you to see how they living. You know what I'm saying? And now you like, well, I can be like that. I can do that. I want to do that. But it's like you can't really reach that because you never really know how these motherfuckers really got the way they at. You know what I'm saying? But you knew where them niggas on the corners got. You knew how to put packs
You
together.
know?
Like them niggas had you drop a show, you get a little bit of bread with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I just feel
But like
like,
you said, they was in the community though, Marcus. They still gave back to the community, gave back to the kids, gave back to the single mothers. They
yeah,
was on the
Doing
block, but they
records
was
with it.
helping the block at the same time.
yeah. Yeah, but imagine if them same
It was
people,
quiet
they
too.
had
Cameras
social
went around.
media. Yeah, when you know what I'm saying? Like when imagine if they had social media. Like how niggas be doing they shit. Imagine if them
Yeah.
niggas back then, like with the power of social media and what they was already doing within the community. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but shit evolved. Times evolve. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's difference in generations. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
it's hard because quite a few of us have seen each generation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was like you saying the present and you can remember the past. You know what I mean?
Had
And
passed.
that's
Yeah.
why,
Thanks.
yeah, you feel me? That's why it be hard on us for the youngins. They don't know shit. This is all they know. So yeah, they booty hole brown. But if they brown, I hope it is brown. I would hope it is brown. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
gonna be the
feel me?
inside joke for our old asses for life until it's time to go. That's why you booty
You
hole brown,
feel me?
nigga.
Yeah,
You just started something, right?
yeah. Now look, right? We're gonna go to the last joint, and this is what we were talking about with like the social media shit and all that, and how people, and how these kids are really changing what they really, you know what I'm saying, what they really want to do. They in the day, they not really, you know what I'm saying, thinking about later. All they worried about is right now. So it's like if we talking about the myth that young people today prefer non-traditional career paths and lack of long-term career goals. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start up top with day. I got like 28% on my joint. I'm hoping we can get everybody through this joint, and then if we get back on live, you know what I'm saying, somebody else should start the live, but I will come in the live. You know what I'm saying? But you have the floor, Dave.
I mean, like I said, when I went with the kids, like, you know, quitting the jobs and like everybody was saying, support a trade. Like I went to a trade high school. So my junior year, I was able to leave half a day and go work at the hospital for half a day because I was in health science. I wanted to be a doctor. So I was able to work different units at the hospital. I had that access. And in this city, specifically this city, we have a trade at almost every school. There are trades at almost every high school. They don't want to do them. There's no quick money in that. There's no long-term career in that. But I said my 13-year-old who is worried about the world, he wants to be a bus driver. My 15-year-old has no clue what she wants to do when she grows up. She doesn't have to. She feels like she doesn't need to. She feels like she can do anything. She know how to do hair. She know how to do nails. She know how to cook.
You see, but that's the
all.
hustle though.
Exactly the difference between a
That's the
girl and a
hustle.
boy. But he sees that his mom works, you know, for Amazon. His dad works for John Hopkins. Like he sees that there's longevity and that with that I can get everything I want. He already decided what car he want when he get older, when he can afford from a bus driver salary. Like I feel like that there are some out there that are looking at the world and actually using their brains. But even with those quick money jobs, you still have to have something behind it. It still got to be like, you can't keep switching industries. You got to stay in the same shit. You're not going to be able to because you don't know nothing else.
Right. It's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. Bars. I mean.
Huh. I don't know how to really address this topic. Like, I
Like,
know for me, like when I was younger, you know, my school didn't have trades offered to us. You know, they had shop class, which primarily, you know, back then that was more boys than it was female. Like occasionally you'd have one random female in that class, but primarily it was that. But I know growing up, I wanted to be an RN. So you couldn't do shit to change my mind. I wanted to be an RN, right? Then I got older and I'm like, ew, I don't like the sight of blood. I can't be an RN. And then, hold it, then I became a phlebotomist. Guess what the hell I'm dealing with then? Nothing but blood, you know? And then I went to, it's just like my career field just took me in a wild ass circle. I went from being a phlebotomist to being a forklift operator to being a packer to driving a fucking truck. Like I had no sense of direction growing up. My main thing was just get out there and make money however you can, you know, as long as it was respectful to myself, you know, and it held some meaning to it. So, but my son, you know, he's 12 and he's autistic, and he'll see a garbage man. He said, "Oh, I want to be a garbage man." He'll see a police officer. I want to be a police officer. Oh, I want to be a firefighter. Oh, I want to be a bus driver. I want to work at Stericycle just like you, Mom. And I want to work at Amazon. And it's like, kid, you have the rest of your life to figure out what you want to do. Like, I get so overwhelmed listening to him and his goals and dreams and aspirations of what he wants to be. I just got to kindly tell him, hey, you know what, buddy? I love it, and you can be whatever you want to be. I'm gonna love you and support you regardless of what, you know. I can't tell him, no, you can't do that, or no, I'm not gonna limit it. Just because you're autistic does not mean that you're incapable of doing certain tasks. You may not be the greatest, you know, the greatest candidate for that position or that job, but that doesn't mean that you can't do something else within that field. So
right.
I'm not gonna limit him, but me, I have literally still, I'm 35 and still have no fucking sense of direction of what I want to do with my life at all. I just know I'm making money. That's all that matters. But if you would have asked me 5 years ago where I see myself in 5 years, being a truck driver was not it. Being a truck driver was not it at all. And I hate driving. You couldn't tell, but I hate driving.
All right. What you got for me, Mike?
Man.
I'm in low power mode. This shit real. Go
Oh, I
ahead.
am, because I'm over there half asleep because, you know, I got to go to work. But, yeah, that career, man, come back to me, bro. Let me think on this one.
Bagger, what you got for me?
Yeah, man. See, a lot of the generation, bro. One thing I learned out here, and y'all have as well, man. People don't know how to think for themselves, man. A lot of people have dormant mentalities, bro, to where they don't see, you know, what they really can do, and it's not their fault, especially the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you put this before, you know, so hey, you can be a content, you can be a rapper, hey, you can do this or whatever like that. You know, so they choose that, and that's all they feel like is the way, you know what I'm saying, to live in success. Just let me go ahead and be a content creator. So they're not thinking about, you know, traditional career paths and stuff like that, because they've been dumped down. You know what I mean? The social engineering, that thing people sleep on that. You got real scientists, bro. Real scientists, you know, have studied the brain, your dopamine, which was in your brain, and how it operates and what it likes you. And, you know what I'm saying? And they know how to prepare that, you know what I'm saying? And get you moving in a direction outside what your impulses are. Your impulses have been redirected more than what you think. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they choosing now, you know what I'm saying, like the easier, thinking that it ain't like it was said. Just when you think about that next bag, you ain't really sat down and wrote no 3 to 5 to 10-year plan on where you really want to be. You know what I'm saying? You just know that this gets me this bag right here, and with this bag I can travel. With this bag I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, and that's what excites them. And they know that, so they've been come down. You know what I'm saying? It's not really their fault necessarily because social engineering is so powerful. The matrix is so powerful. Most of us can't even see that or know that it's going on. You thinking that you're really making your own choices. You really do. So it's not their fault, man. But that's my take on the shit.
All right, that'll work. I see Mike paused and shit, so we gonna go ahead to turn. And, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, turn. What you got on? Got on my 40.
I agree with Bag a lot on that because I feel like they are heavily, again, influenced by social media, and everybody kind of just want to find that easy path. They don't have their own goals. And it's crazy because for me, I knew what I wanted to do in life since I was in 6th grade, and it didn't change until I got into college and, God redirected me over the last couple of years. But it's like I always had a plan. I always knew what I wanted to do. Now I be talking to my younger siblings, and it's like they have no clue in the world what they want to do. And it's hard not to be worried for them as a big sister because it's like you have no aspirations. You don't know what you like. You're only, chasing what you see other people do. You don't know what you really even like. And so I told them, if y'all don't know what y'all want to do by the time end of your senior year come, whether it be college or what trade, whatever you do, y'all going to the Air Force or something. Cause you're not finna sit around and throw your life away, making mistakes. Like, no, y'all have too many resources. Especially now, kids have way more resources than what I even did, and I know what my mama did. So I'm not, it's hard seeing it. But people don't have their own. These kids, they don't have their own career goals yet. It's sad.
Or factual. You know what I'm saying? So Ray, it's all good, Wash.
Only thing I could say, I have pushback. I agree with everybody's saying, but then I have pushback again because again I grew up in a family on my father's side of entrepreneurship. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I knew my grandmother taught me that whatever I did, make sure it's between law enforcement and healthcare. Because if any crisis in the world happened, you will always have employment. As you can see, when the pandemic happened, law enforcement and medical and transportation was still going. So I followed that rule of thumb. But I've always tried to start I just knew entrepreneurship. Whatever it is, I got to be the boss. That's what I knew. And college wasn't my thing, so I was also taught get certified. So I got mad certifications in different fields. It's ridiculous between Florida and Georgia. So I'm gonna always have some type of career, not just a job. As far as my daughter's concerned, it's the same thing. When she was in school, she was in ROTC, so if she wanted to, when she got out of school, she wanted to go to military, she'll already be ranked. And then I had her in the medical program, which was CNA, so she graduated with her CNA from high school. So coming out of high school, she had something just to kick her off if she wasn't going to college. Because college is not for everybody, but I need you to get certified, and then if you have other passions, you can figure that out along the way, but you need something to be able to pay your bills and take care of yourself. We understand it's the matrix and all this other stuff, but ain't nobody gonna take care of you. So you better just go on and get some business by yourself. But not everybody knows what they want to do, and as you're growing, things are going to change anyway. I'm 41. It still stands. I want to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't think that I would be from fast food, childcare to law enforcement correction officer to a phlebotomist. And now I'm a fiber artist. I don't know what the hell is going to be after. I know I'm making some money and be able to pay my bills. I know that much. So, I don't put that too much pressure on my daughter. I just, she's going back to school for nursing to level up in the nursing field. But at the same time, I do agree with you guys, just to cut it short. A lot of this generation is heavily influenced and they don't know what to do because they feel like it's just quick. I can just get online or do some bullshit and it'll be okay. They don't look for the future. and that's the downfall of them. They don't plan ahead. That's it.
Okay. That's a fact. That's a fact. Poetic. Oh, wiggle, goddamn. Okay.
Sit up a little bit for that one. Wiggle, wiggle. But I agree with what everybody said. To take what Saray said, I grew up being one of those kids that didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew that I like helping people. I like talking to people, and long as I was helping people, I was happy. I was fine. But then as I got older, I started going to trade school. Y'all, I done did phlebotomy. I done did medical assistance. I done worked with so many different types of doctors. I done been a janitor. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I got my serve safe, certification that I can cook in any kitchen if I want to. It's really rewarding to not just do one thing. Like Saray said, anything can
Right.
happen. Like COVID. COVID happened. I was working at the hospital, so that really saved me. And I used to get picked on a lot for moving from job to job, but nobody could say that I was jobless. And even when I was jobless, I wasn't jobless long. I'm always able to find something. I'm always able to pay a bill. If I can't pay the full bill, I'll pay half that bill and pay the other half when I get my next check. But
I know that's right.
I just think the kids now they don't have no get up and go about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you gotta have that. If you want something, you'll get it. If you want it bad enough, just like these little kids be wanting these little 40-inch wigs and stuff like that, they make sure they get that. But what are you gonna do when you
Yeah.
go out on your own? You get out of your mama and your daddy house and it's time to pay a bill. What you gonna do? You can't always afford to get your hair done and your nails done unless you take care of
Facts.
business. Like I used to get my hair and my nails done all the time. And so like y'all be seeing me with a wig cap on. Shoot, if I ain't had no money for my rent, I did not have no money to get my hair and my nails done.
I know that's right.
Facts.
That's
I just
priorities.
yes,
Right.
they just need to have some get up and go about them. They really just need discipline, and I feel like some of these kids don't have that. Their parents just let them go and do whatever they want to do, and that's a problem. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna end it right there.
Yeah. To finish the joint off, I feel like, kids think like how they always thought. You know what I'm saying? When we was young, we ain't give a fuck about no future. We was living in the present. Because all we seen was what we seen up to that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, like I say, once again, it's just new levels. It's just, you know what I'm saying? The shit evolves. You know what I'm saying? It's just on hot. Like, that's the only way I can look at it. Because it's hard to tell a motherfucker that ain't saying nothing. Because we coming from a voice that done seen it, been through it, done it, you know what I'm saying, that gave it back. You know what I'm saying? Like we already know how this shit play. So it's easy for us to be like, no, if you boom, 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 but they looking at it like, no, that's how that shit play for you. And we've all done it young. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that was you. I'm gonna be smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be, you feel me? So I just think, especially with how they making money, you gotta think back in the day, kids making money. What were they selling? Frozen cups. You know what I'm saying? Selling
Right.
waters,
Lemonade
Gatorade. Like,
stands.
there
Yeah.
wasn't no real money. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no real money in what they was doing, and now they can act a fool and make real money. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
more money than their parents make just being on social media and shit.
TikTok. Right.
You know? So I'm like, it's kind of good, but I just hope that a lot of them just save money. You know what I'm saying? Save money because I respect the fact they getting that bread. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that if you know what you want to do now. Like you gotta think. I never thought that this was what I was gonna be doing, or like the movement that we doing. You gotta think. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, so it's like you telling me now I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but it's like it ain't over till you give up or you don't think it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So I respect these little motherfuckers. I just hope they stack their bread up because when they become old motherfuckers, they don't want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be the modern day bums. You know what I'm saying? You
What
feel
they
me?
will
'Cause,
know is they booty hole is brown. That's what they know.
yeah, they definitely go. It'll be light skinned niggas saying
Man,
that
hell
shit.
on that shit,
You know
bro.
You feel me? But
She
yeah,
with
that's
that booty hole brown, man.
yeah.
I'm just saying they got to live with
Yeah.
That's
that.
on his, bro. That shit crazy.
You will never catch me
You
singing
know,
that, bro.
Yeah.
this shit earlier.
Yeah, but that's
Uh,
it. You know, I
that
appreciate
shit
y'all
bad.
fucking with a nigga. If we doing at the party or something, it's gonna have to be on somebody else's joint. Cause I gotta switch phones
Yeah.
regardless. But you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with being in the comments or coming, you know what I'm saying, in the box or whatever. We can do it like so. If somebody gonna do it, let me know now so I can just when I switch everything over, I can just hop in that joint. But it's, as far as this,
I can
I'm
do
a
it. I'll
yeah.
go.
As far as this, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it and just I'll put this out probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, hold up, I got you,
Your
Dave. I
prices way
got you.
too high. You need to
You know what I'm
cut it.
saying? I'm gonna try to put this up either tomorrow or Tuesday morning, like either Saturday afternoon. I mean Monday afternoon, or you know what I mean Tuesday morning. You know what I'm saying? I'll put this one out before I put the all you heard me joint out. You know, so you feel me? It's the ladies' turn. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. It's coming. Saray got her, you know what I mean? She got her, you know what I mean? What the y'all I'm talking about? We gonna be knitting. I thought we gonna be, you know what I mean?
Y'all come and crochet with me.
Yeah, we
Come and
gonna
learn a little
crochet.
something. Get a skill right quick.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna
My
have fun. Like,
fingers.
look, I'm gonna grab
My
me.
fingers.
I'm gonna try to support, grab some shit and be in a box. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much what we promoting now. We promoting those two things: the women's mental health. You know what I'm saying? Saray and OR, you heard me. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm gonna be pushing hard for the Live Tea party for this week, but I definitely wanted to do this, and like I said, we might do two more, maybe one or two more during the week. I don't know. It all depends on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I leave that raggedy
Cross them
motherfucker.
bridges when we get there.
Yeah, I'm talking about. So, all right. So I guess you know what I'm saying. Everybody over on me in the joint. If you're not following me, follow me. Me and follow everybody back, and we go over there, and I catch y'all
I
over there
already
in a
do.
second.
All right.
Okie
I'm gonna start
dokie.
it up, y'all.
Follow Mina with the
All
big
right, all
forehead.
right, all right.
Later, y'all.
Later.